Hello, welcome to my YouTube channel. So today I am going to explain this problem, sum on Subarrays, which is educational code courses round 145 deep 2 C. So first of all, uh, see what is our task to do in this problem. That we have an let's see, video is recording. Okay, all fine. So here it is mentioned that we have an array. First of all, what I do that I check the input and output format. Then I move to the question. So this is my question, and what is my input? That I have one integer t for number of test cases and two integers n and k. Okay. So in my template already I have handled my test cases, so I have to input. Then what I have to do that, let's move to the question, actual question. So I have an array a1, a2, an. Let's denote its subarray. So we all know what subarray is. So subarray is basically so it is mentioned here properly. So that what is subarray? Subarray means contiguous part of an array. Okay. So for example, so this is an example that mentioned that what are our subarrays. So you are given two integers n and k, construct an array. So we are given two integers n and k. So we have to construct an array which whose size will be n, and the value range can go up to go from minus 1000 up to 1000. Okay. So we have to construct the array in such manner that have only k subarrays with positive sums. So we have also taken input of k. Okay, and the rest. So it is, so last one is not a problem. So we have to check off only these two. So this is our constant. So n is very low. So no problem with time complexity. I think if we build up the logic, anyway we can solve the problem. Okay, and so we'll optimize also. We'll give proper. I will will give you the most optimized, most optimized. I think that I have figured out two solutions where I will take into this. Okay. So let's move to the question: how to approach the problem. So what is my problem? That I have given two integers n and k, and I have to construct an array of size n, of which the subarray sum, uh, there are how many subarray sum is possible, that n into n plus 1 by 2. Out of them, k must be positive. Okay. So for example, of 1 1 minus 2, in this example I can say that what will be my positive subarray sums, number of positive subarray sums. So uh, that can be one itself also, so 2, and then 1 and 1 together, which will be 3 subarray sum, that will be positive. Okay. So let's move to the question and think about how can we solve that problem. So let's understand what happens when we have n equals to 1. Okay. N equals to 1 means I have only one element in my array. So in this case, if I take k equals to 0, then it is possible with only one negative numbers, right? So what I am taking, that any number you can take. Okay, that is not a problem. That's why I am taking minus 2 or minus 1. Okay, I just work with the subarray sums, not with the numbers. I can put any numbers, any negative numbers. If k equals to 1, then what happens? This is the case for n equals to 1, right? N equals to 1 and k equals to 0 1. So I am figuring out that how I can approach the problem uh, with this, what should I say, that with this analyzing I want to approach to my solution, right? So when k equals to 1, I only give one integer, so I don't need to write plus 2. Okay? This is fine. So in case of I am giving a dash so that it is properly uh, so when k n equals to 2, but for k equals to 0, then I have to put two negative numbers. It can be -1 and -1. So here is the catch. Okay. So I already calculated for n equals to 1, k equals to 0 that I need only negative number. For n equals to 2, what I need to do that I only need to do one extra negative integer. Okay. So if I add here -1000, you can add any negative numbers, that will not a problem. But I will suggest you in the free space take a larger negative number. That is not a problem. That will be not a problem. Okay, that is fine. So for n equals to 2, k equals to 0, what happens? That it is the same answer of n equals to 1, k equals to 0, but with the extension of a large negative integer. Okay, that is understandable, right? So when k equals to 1, what I need to do, that I need to just copy paste. So let's uh, write it properly. So should I write it in different section? That will be fine. Okay. So in case of k equals to 1, what happens? That in case of k equals to 1, I need to do what? I need to just copy this thing for n equals to 1, and just I have to add a large negative integer. Okay, that is fine for understanding what is happening. But for n equals to 2, there are also another concept. For n equals to 2, how much k can be extended? That k can extend up to n into n. That what I am asking, that how far k can go. K can go up to n into n plus 1 by 2. So why n into n plus 1 by 2? So you can check uh, with your rough sheet that the number of Subarrays is actually a number of n into n plus 1 by 2. So actually what are doing, that we are picking up two uh, positions and then calculating between. Okay. So for k equals to 3, what will be my answer? So here is a new thing. So just I have copied just these two things. For k equals to 3, I can do uh, one thing, that I can do, this is 2 and I can put here one negative number whose negativity is less than the so what I am assuming, that if I put here -3, then that is not that will not giving me the, oh sorry, that is k equals to 3, sorry for that. For k equals to 3, what I have to do, that I have to put one, so I have mixed out one integer which is k equals to 2, right? For k equals to 2, what I have to put, that I have to put one negative integer whose mod value is less than this, right? It is understandable. So if I calculate its Subarray sum, what will be its Subarray sum? 1 will be 2, right? I am taking one of this. But I can take, that I can take -1, okay? What I will take, I can take both of them, so that will be 1. So why I am taking here -1? If I take here -3, then only one Subarray sum will be positive, right? So I am taking -1 because I want to make two positive Subarray sum. Okay, so I am just removing them. And for k equals to 3, I have to take 2 comma 2. Okay, it is fine. You can take any positive integers, but here I am taking just for 2. That is not a mandatory thing. So here it is for 2, 2 into 2 plus 1 by 2, right? So that will be 3, not more than that. For n equals 3. So for n equals 3, what I have to do that I have to just copy pasted these things, and I will add one negative integer in the back. Is it understandable why I am doing that? Because this thing will give me the answer, and this what this do, so this will give all the negatives if I take that, right, all the negatives are answer. So I am just adding, this is the thing that we need to understand, that by adding a large negative integer, what I am doing, that I am just keeping my answer uh, safe. Okay. So here what will be my new thing to calculate for k equals to 4, right? For k equals to 4, what I need to do, for k equals to 4, already for k equals to 3 I have 2 comma 2, right? So I have to put here some negative integer by for which it will give only 4 subsum as positive. Here I have completed already that 3 subsum. Here what I can see, that 3 subsum is already positive, right? If I take 2 comma 2, so I have to add one negative integer by which, so if I add minus 1, what will happen, that minus, so if I take 2 and minus 1, it will be a positive. If I take 2 comma 2 comma minus 1, what happens, it will again a positive. So if I add minus 1, then two numbers will be two extra numbers will be positive, right? So instead of minus 1, what I can take, that I can take uh, a negative integer whose mod value, whose absolute value is larger than this, right? Which will be minus 3. If I take minus 3, then what happens, that this subsum will give me negative, and this whole subsum will give me a positive number 1. Is it understandable? I think it is. You should stop the video and uh, uh, write it in a rough sheet, then you can understand that what I want to say. So if I add k equals to 5, for k equals to 5, what happens, that will be what, that 2 comma 2 is already there, so I am not changing with that. What I need to do, that I have to need one extra negative integer which will give me two more negative subsum, two more positive subsum. So this is already giving me 3, so I need extra, how many extra, I need 2 extra. So for 2 extra, if I add minus 3, what happens, that I am getting 1 extra, but I need 2 extra. From this, how can I get 2 extra? If I add minus 1, then what happens? Then 2 comma minus 1, this subarray will give me what? 1, and this whole subarray also give me a positive number. Okay, so in this manner I can do, right? So this will give me the solution for k equals to 5, and for k equals to 6, this is pretty simple, that I have to make all of them positive, because let's focus on the last thing, that what I have adding. I am adding a positive number, that means it itself a positive. It itself a positive, that means it is adding one subarray from itself. By adding with this previous number, it is giving one extra integer again, and with adding with this large subarray, this subarray, it is giving what? It is giving one again, an extra integer. So initially it was 3, and it is giving 3 plus 3, that is 6. Okay, I think that is understandable. So let's move to n equals 4. For n equals 4, same thing I need to do, that I need to copy paste this whole thing, and then again in the last I have to add one large negative integer. Okay, so that is not a problem. For k equals to 6, the answer will be same like n equals to 3. Just I have to add one negative large integer. Okay, so this part is pretty simple, but what is the main part is that this one. Then what should be my negative number that I should add to get my extra number? What I can understand that I need to add a I need to add a subarray of sorry I need to add x amount of twos. Here I am taking only twos, such that it can reach the extreme level. That means the maximum level it can reach. Then I will have some extra element that I need to add. Then I can figure it out. So first of all calculate that how many positive integers I need. Okay. So for that I can do both the approach here. That one is linear approach, and one I can do binary search also. So I am applying here binary search, which is not necessary in this problem, but you can add, you cannot add, you can go with near approach also. So for what will be my starting? My starts my left can start with 0, and how far my right can go. So for this problem, my right can go up to n, and okay, that is fine. Okay, so while so this is fine. If so, here I have to calculate that what I am taking, that how many maximum positive integers I can take. Okay, so max positive integer int max was okay. I am setting it to r, that much positive integer, so that I cannot. So I will do it. I will change it with my binary search. That if my so if this number is uh, less than equals what? Less than equals k. That means I can take mid number of positive integer. I can surely take mid number of positive integer. I can also take it 0, anything you can take. That will be not a problem. So my max positive number will be what? So that will be mid, and then what I can check that. So mid is I must have to take mid numbers of at least mid number of positive integers, but I can take more also, right? So what check that I can check for more options. So I have to increase my left. Okay, that is fine. And for other condition, I will check. I will check that mid is already greater than k. That means I cannot take mid number of positive numbers. So I will check for left. Okay, so that is fine. I think that will give me my max positive integer I can take. So uh, for my result I have to return my result, which will be size of n, and I am setting up the value with max negative integer such that I am adding max negative integer. Why? Because I in my approach what I have stated that for the extra amount I can only add -1000. Okay. For this by default I am assigning the value of -1000. Then I will if I will change these values by which I need. Okay. So for int I equals 0 I less than how much I have to go? I have to go for max pos. So this is a long name. Will not suggest to do, but okay. So then my result of I will be 2. So let's check what I am getting from that. So this is not my actual answer, but uh, I am close to my answer. I will then what happens that after that approach I will for this approach you can see that by them I have 3, then I have to have 1 integer, then okay I am going to that person also. That will be uh, let's check that it is close to my answer or not, what I have actually calculated here. So yeah, for 3 comma 2 it is 1 integer, okay, 2 integer, 3 positive integer. So I think this is fine for okay, 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 that is fine for n equals to 3 4 equals, yeah, that is giving me the this portion only, right, this portion only, that is giving me up to this portion. So I have to check that uh, so after that what I have to do, that I have to add one integer, okay, one negative integer, and what after that, after that I will only put -1000 for the rest of the year. So I have to calculate for this number that what negative integer I should take. So when I should take a negative integer, so in this uh, if k equals to 3, then what happens that I don't need any negative integer. So let's calculate from there that in case of k equals to 4, what I have already taken, that I have taken that I need two positive integers. So what will give me, that it will give me that you already created 3 Subarray sum which is positive. I need one extra. So I need to calculate for my extra Subarray sum I need to create. In that place I have created also 3 and I need 2. Okay. So here I am creating one another variable which will be storing that what will be my uh, extra Subarray sum that I need. Int extra Subarray sum that I need. Okay. So what will be that? I already have taken uh, this thing multiplied by so let's take it some small integer that will be contributing. So I'm changing it to x. Okay. So what will be my number of extra Subarray sum? So that will be total Subarray sum that I need, which is k minus what I have already taken. What I have already taken, which is x multiplied by x plus 1 divided by 2, right? Is this understandable? That how much extra Subarray sum that I need. So let's print it out and check that if I am right and wrong. So extra Subarray sum, what happens? Okay, extra. Okay, let's check with my test case that what is my extra Subarray sum. So in the first case, what I can see that I have taken one. So by taking one positive integers, what it can give 1 into 1 plus 1 by 2, which will be 1 Subarray sum. And what I left 2 minus 1, which is 1. So it is giving 5. For the next test case, it is 0. So I need no extra Subarray sum. In case of third test case, 2 comma 2, I have added only one positive integer, but I need 2. So what I need to make, that is 1. So it is giving 5. So then I have to work on that extra Subarray sum. So how I can achieve that extra Subarray sum. Okay. So when I need to add some negative number, if my extra Subarray sum is greater than 0, right? It is uh, so what is my possible extra Subarray sum? That will be from 0 to any number, right? So if my extra Subarray sum is not 0, right? If my extra Subarray sum exists, then what I need to do, that I have to need one negative integer. Okay. So in which position? In which position? So I have already taken all of my positive integers up to which index? X minus 1 index. So I need to add that negative integer in index of x, right? So what I need to change, that I need to add that positive integer in this. So I am just adding a dummy value and then check is it adding or not in the perfect place. Okay, it is adding. Then I have to calculate that which negative integer I need to choose. Okay, so let's move to that file, that which negative integer I need to choose. So if I take minus 3, what I need to traverse, that I should get here negative but positive here. Okay, is this understandable? In case of here, I need two positive. Okay, if I take n equals to 4 and suppose k equals to 7, then what I need to take? For k equals to 7, what happens, that I will copy paste the approach of k equals to 6, and then I need to add one negative integer which will give Subarray sum 7. So what I have already taken, I have already 6 Subarray sums, positive Subarray sum. I need one. For one Subarray sum, what I need to add as an integer. So that will always a negative number, right? Negative number, but which negative number? So if I take minus 1, then I will end up adding 3 extra Subarray sum. If I add minus 3, so which will be lying here, and that will end up adding what? 2 extra negative integer. If I add minus 5, so you can calculate from here. So 2, 4. If I add minus 5, so it is middle of that. So it will give positive integer if I take the whole Subarray. Okay, is it understandable? If I take a integer which is between these, that will be minus 3. What I can have? I can have two extra negative integers. So in case of 1, I need to point that here. So how can I calculate it from here? That how much I need? So I need one extra, right? I have to work on that. I need one extra. That will be, if I need, suppose if I need 2 extra, then which negative integer I need? I need, uh, I have to point it here. So I need minus 3 here. So what minus 3 does? This minus 3, this is minus 3, minus 3 minus 2, that will be minus 1. But uh, except that other two will give positive, right? So what is that? That 2 multiplied by that I have taken that 2 multiplied by x. Okay, that will give me 6. Then I have to decrease from that. In case of 1, what I am taking that, so I am negating minus 1, minus 3, minus 1, right? So in case of uh, 1, I need minus 5. So that will be minus 1, which will be pointing to minus 5. And then I need to negate what? I need to negate uh, extra. Extra multiplied by 2. Uh, sorry. That will be uh, extra minus 1 multiplied by 2. Is this understandable? So ultimately what it is giving, if I rewrite, that 2x minus 1 minus of 2 extra plus 2. Okay, so that will be 2 multiplied by x minus 2 multiplied by extra plus 1. Is this right? Okay, so if I need 1, I need to put here, in case of extra I need to put here 1. And what is my x? X is 3, so that will be 2 into 3. 2 into 3 6. 6 minus 2, that will be 4, plus 1, that will be 5. If I need extra as 2, what I have to do, that 6 minus 4, which will be 2, and 2 plus 1 3. So that is perfectly fine. So I am sorting it out. The 2 into x minus extra uh, plus 1, and also negative of, I have mentioned here, minus 1. So that will be my actual negative integer value I have to take here. Okay, minus 1 multiplied by this. Okay, this is fine. Let's print it. Oh, okay, sorry. This is giving me extra, right? That will be fine. Extra. Okay, short form is okay. 3 of 2, 2 minus 1 minus 1000, 2 comma 2, it is giving fine. Okay, you can check from here that in case of 5 comma 6, giving fine. 5 comma 7, 1 extra, right? Minus 5, 2 to the 4, yes, it is pointing here, it is fine. In case of 8, how much extra? 2 extra, right? It is pointing here. Okay, 6, 7, 8, okay, it is fine. In case of 9, is it fine? It should give minus 1, right? So yeah, it is working fine. So let's submit and check my. Okay, it is accepted. So that's for today.